Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. That was a great start, wasn't it? Good morning, and a warm welcome here to our EVES Victoria Street auction room. Just 4 more sleeps until Santa Claus comes down the chimney. Today, folks, I am your auctioneer. I am not Santa Claus. I bear no gifts for you today, but what I do bear for you is some outstanding opportunities to buy 3 wonderful properties here today. My name's Grant Child. I've also assisted by Janine, Mark and Sean as well, and of course got the girls looking after the technology over here as well. Let's cut straight to the chase, folks. Documentation, it always comes with buying and selling at auction. It's all been circulated right throughout the marketing period. You are bidding and buying on the basis that we've provided you with the buyer's and seller's guide. That's that document put out by the Real Estate Authority. You've probably got more of them in your car than what we have in storage because we have to hand them out to everybody. But you do bid today on the basis that we have provided you with this document. Of course, the most important one is the contract of sale. That's been circulated in draft form. Finalised copies along with that property sale and purchase agreements guide also available over there on the table at the side of the auction room. By way of any bidding today, folks, I'm going to assume that you read, understood and accept that contract that we worked to today. A very clear, concise contract in my opinion, approved by the Auckland District Law Society and the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand. I just remind you of a number of points though, folks. And the first one being buying at auction, you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. And of course the conduct of today's auction is set out on the front page. That's what you're seeing up there on the screen in blue. I'm not going to go through that in its entirety. I remind you of 2 important points there. Firstly, your obligations, should the hammer fall in your favour today, is we just require your do-re-mi on the contract, seals the deal, and of course payment of your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price, unless of course you've made any alternative arrangements with our sellers prior to your bidding here today. Of course, bidding is on a cash unconditional basis, and I just also want to remind you under clause 2.5 of the contract, I'm authorised to submit bids on behalf of our owners. It's what's commonly known as a vendor bid. When our vendors have signed our reserve form stating the level that we can sell to you today, then they've also confirmed that nobody else will be authorised to submit vendor bids apart from me. I will disclose all vendor bids to you. I will only use a vendor bid, folks, if I've only got one person participating in the auction. And that is, of course, just to work alongside you. I'm not working against you, I'm working alongside you to get you to what I call the negotiating platform, at which time we pause the auction below the owner's reserve price and give you that opportunity to continue discussions. So I just wanted to clarify any concerns, potential concerns out there about vendor bidding. Welcome our viewers watching via the live stream. Welcome along, folks, and of course a Merry Christmas to you as well. And I'd be happy to answer any questions at this juncture, folks, before we press on and offer you our 3 wonderful properties here this morning. No questions? Excellent. Well, there'll be none coming from the phone because we have no registered telephone bidders for either of these 3 properties today. So the first one up is the property at number 4, Kingsway Crescent. Kimberly Savage has been marketing this property these years up the back right-hand corner, certainly making the auction room look far more pleasing than looking at me. You should actually be standing up the front here, Kimberly. No. Isn't it amazing how they all get shy? They stand there at the front door and greet you at the open homes, but come auction day, they all want to stand at the back of the room. Always fascinates me that. 4 Kingsway Crescent, folks. It's a large 4-bedroom home supplemented by the basement garage, plus you've got that separate double garage as well. So an absolute ultimate facilities here for, you know, if you're looking for a man cave, guys, they don't come much better than this. And if you've got lots of toys, well, you've certainly got plenty of space to store them here as well. When we look at the legal aspects of the property, it's a freehold estate. 809 square metres of land, more or less, is what you buy today at 4 Kingsway Crescent, and that's all described in record of title SA 1703, folio 95 in the South Auckland Registry Office. Just a couple of reminders as far as the channels are concerned. The automatic garage door for the basement, you're purchasing that on an as-is, where-is basis, and there will be no remote control supplied for that garage door. 27th of January 2023 is your settlement date. Just confirming that for you. Any other changes to the channels list at all, Kimberly? No changes there. So back to the property itself, just a few reminders about it, folks. You've got that renovated kitchen. Well, that certainly provides the anchor for open plan dining and fun time living as well. You've got the HRV, the heat pump. Well, that takes care of all your temperature control through the summer and the winter. I'm always a little bit confused, Sean, as to why they call them heat pumps, because at this time of the year they keep you cool. So, but we don't change the name, do we? We just call them heat pumps all the way through, not cool pumps in the summer. But anyway, that's there to assist you with your temperature control, folks. You've got the large deck for outdoor living and entertaining. You can visualise yourself out there with the barbecue and your outdoor furniture, the old barbecue sizzling away there. It's certainly a nice place to relax. It's a little bit, this property is a little bit like Grandma's old scone recipe. It's got all the ingredients for your absolute perfect lifestyle ahead of you. Now, it is a home, folks. It won't add years to your life, but it will add life to your years as you go forward. So at this juncture, I welcome your opening confessions on where you see value on this property. Who would like to start the bidding away? Suggest the property worthy of in the eights somewhere, but I'd be happy to take a $750 start if it's here. I'm only here to deal with you, the cash unconditional buyers, folks. We haven't got any cash here today. I'm sure Kimberly will be working with buyers afterwards on a more conditional basis, but cash is king in the auction room today, folks. You get the first opportunity. Do I have a $750 start? First call, looking for an opening bid. First property of the day. Second time, third, last chance for you to disclose your interests publicly. Obviously no cash here today, Kimberly. I formally close the auction and hand it back to you. A little bit more work for you to do on that one for you, but I'm sure you'll have a sold sticker on that signboard in no time indeed. So let's move straight through to our next property, girls, if we can. No point in holding off, we'll go straight into it here. Leon Mitchell from our Rototuna office is standing at the back of the room there doing a superb job presenting the property at number 12A Upper Kent Street here. Now this, folks, is an absolute classic ideal opportunity for you. You've got the dual income earner, you've got long-term tenants that have been in situ in the property. One of them has been there, I think you said a little earlier, 10 years. Both tenants are willing to stay on there. So now each rental property here has its own separate access and its own separate power meters. So, a great division, an ideal and perfect income opportunity for you here. Looking at the property's legal aspects, it's a cross-lease freehold. Record of title SA 40D folio 349 confirms all the legal aspects of it. Your settlement date has been set down for 4 weeks from today's date, or such other date is mutually agreed between both parties. And I just remind you of some clauses in the contract. Firstly, clause 25 is subject to the existing tenancies. Details in there on the tenants' names, their current rent that they're being paid at the moment, expiry, and of course the bond that they have been paid. So that's all covered in clause 25 for you, because you do purchase the property today subject to those existing tenancies. There's also a clause 24 there, being or not an occupation of the property gives no warranties as to the serviceability of the fixtures, fittings and the chattels of the property. And of course, if you haven't already signed one of our purchasers' consent forms, you are bidding on the basis that you will sign it at the same time as you sign the contract, and that purchaser's consent form is disclosing to you that the property may potentially have some weather tightness issues. So just full disclosure here, as we always do at the EVES auction. So any other changes to the chattels listed or anything there, Leon? All as set out. As you see there on the screen. Now, the back to the property itself, the upstairs tenant, well, that's occupying the two-bedroom flat. You've got the spacious living and, of course, the allocated carport space as well. And then you've got the return of $365 a week on that particular one. And then downstairs, you've got the one-bedroom unit. That's also got an allocated carport as well. Current rent is $220 a week on that one. So combine the two of them, you've got a return of $585 a week, but we've had a rental appraisal done. You have got potential there of maybe up to $605 a week. So you get your calculators out now, guys. You do the maths and tell us what you're prepared to pay for these properties. So only 5 minutes from the Hamilton CBD. You've got close to all the amenities there in Frankton. Opportunities here to renovate and add value also exist at number 12A Upper Kent Street. So really is an ideal scenario for you for investors, do-uppers, those looking for a little bit of a project, you can get a return on your investment at the same time. In your hands, buyers, where would you like to start me away for this one? I can tell you now, our vendors are very, very keen to work with somebody today, and I'd be happy to take an opening bid at $450,000. Somebody start me away at $450,000. One of the interesting things about auctions, folks, is it's one of the only things that I know of, if you treat it as a sport, it's one of the only sports that I know of that you actually win by coming last. But you can't come last until you start me. So somebody start me away at $450,000. $450,000 would be a fair and reasonable start. Value for money. First call now for an opening bid. Second, last chance. I know you've been working with somebody, Leon. I'm going to close the auction and hand it back to you, and I'm sure, like Kimberley's property, it's not going to take too long at all, and you'll have a sold sticker on that signboard. It is a great option indeed. If you know of anybody that's looking for a good quality investment, we have very motivated vendors that are very keen to talk to you instantly. Make sure that you contact Leon in our Rotor Turner office, and he will help you from there. Shall we go straight to our third one, girls? Look at that. Look at this one coming up. An absolute classic. 22 Piarco Road. Tracy and Warren have been marketing this property here, doing an outstanding job as well. I mentioned the word classic because it's a classic split stone construction, which now the advantage of split stone construction, folks, is it just never seems to age. And I can tell you now, it is a good quality product, quality cladding that has definitely stood the test of time. The legal aspects of this property: a cross-lease freehold, SA 33D folio 353 in the South Auckland Registry Office confirms all the legal aspects of the property. Now the stove, just in terms of the stove, the right rear element is not working. Any other changes to the chattels list, Tracy?
No.
No, just that right rear element is not working, so you buy the property with that knowledge. And there's been an additional clause put into the contract, again with the vendor not being in occupation of the property, makes no warranties as to the serviceability of the chattels, fixtures and fittings. Settlement date 16th of January 2023, bit of flexibility around that. If you need an alternative date, talk to Tracy or Warren, they'll certainly help you with that. So location, as cliche as it sounds, folks, you know, that is an absolute classic ingredient for buying good real estate, and you've certainly got it here. You can within walking distance to the CBD. You've got the parks and the river walks nice and close by. It's zoned for boys and girls college as well. So you know, it really has got a lot going for it in terms of location. And I would also suggest that this is an absolute ideal, perfect first home here. The tenure of over 30 years from our current owner, well, that simply shouts volumes of the quality of the lifestyle that you're going to have, particularly in this location and in this property as well. Of course, a wonderful opportunity. It's got potential for a cosmetic upgrade to blend into your own lifestyle as you see wish, but nice and comfortable as it is, and then you can just make any necessary amendments to suit your own desires as you move forward in life. Buyers, now's the time to reach for the heavens and make yourself known as I hand the easel and the paintbrush over to you to paint the portrait, your portrait, into the history books of number 22 Piarco Road. Where do you say go, buyers? And I'll leave it entirely up to you. Now, folks, did I mention that this is a very quiet location? You folks are going to fit in very, very well indeed. Looking for an opening bid now, folks. Not going to suggest any figures for you on this one. Entirely up to you. You set the benchmark on where you'd like to start me away. I'm happy to play with you. I'm here for the rest of the day. Opening bid now for 22 Piarco. First call. Second, last chance for cash interest.
500,000.
Beg your pardon?
500,000.
$500,000. Thank you, sir. An opening bid at $500,000, and we're underway now at $500,000 even here, and I'm happy to take a $50,000 rise on that figure to get us into the logical place that we need to be able to purchase the property. At $500,000, I appreciate your start down here, sir, at $500,000. Happy to advance it on behalf of the vendor then at $550,000 now. Take me to $6 if you will there, sir. At $550,000, vendor bid at this point in time. Can't help you at this stage. Take me to $6 if you will. Here's your opportunity now. Do I have a $600,000 bid from you there, sir? Was it just a cheeky start there? No? So I did say at the start I'm not Santa Claus. Happy to advance it on behalf of the seller then at $600,000, and I'm happy to take a 20 on the rise from there, sir. At $600,000. The vendor bid at $600,000, putting the property into perspective where it needs to be. At $600,000, do I have a 20 for you there, sir, to give you that opportunity here today? Calling for the first time now at $600,000 even. Second time, third, last opportunity there, sir. Okay. Yep. Now you've got me totally confused, sir. You're doing this and I'm asking for an answer. Are you telling me that you're not going to bid any further, sir? Okay, I just want to confirm that. I don't want you to deny you the opportunity to talk to our seller here today. I'll call it 3 more times, otherwise I'm simply going to shut it down. Once, twice, third, last chance, and or else. Auction's closed. Hand it back to you, Tracy and Warren. A little bit more work to do there, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES here in Victoria Street, and of course EVES in Rototuna, doing exceptional stuff every day out there. We wish you a very Merry Christmas. Thanks for everything throughout 2022. We'll see you back in 2023. We've got lots more property coming on for you. We'll see you then. If you are travelling, travel safe, and we'll see you in 2023. Thank you.